Supernova! Karina. Katie.
Brittany. Desiree.
Woo!
So supernovas aren't all that new of an idea. Recorded observations have gone back to 185 century. There have been records of supernova in ancient cultures, like Bolivia, where they found carvings of 4 small circles flanked by 2 bigger ones. The scientist who figured this out was George Mikowski. Around the same time period, the Chinese recorded a huge bright star in the sky that took 8 months to fade. The most recent supernova in history occurred in 1604. In 1848, the scientist Russell Hind, and in 1863, the scientist Norman Pagson charted stars with odd changes in luminosity, but this was never recognized as an actual scientific accomplishment. In 1866, an Englishman by the name of William Huggins made the first observations of a supernova via the spectroscope. The first patrol for a supernova was in 1935 by Fritz Zwicky. He used a 45-centimeter telescope and discovered 12 new supernovas in 3 years.
What is a supernova? A supernova is an explosion in space created from a star which has built up to much stellar mass. Although a rare occurrence in our time to say, they do happen quite often. One of these is a supernova, while many of these are supernovae. There are 2 types of these stellar explosions, the first here being very uncommon. Type A, binary star systems in which a white dwarf is accreting matter from a partner. Mass piles up on the white dwarf that it reaches critical density, enough to result in an incredible fusion of carbon and oxygen. Boom goes the star. Type 2 is more common among the universe. Type B, this occurs at the end of a massive star's lifetime. The nuclear fuel is no longer supported by the release of nuclear energy. If the core is big enough, it will collapse in on itself.
Supernovas occur in 2 different ways. One, by nuclear fusion by a high-mass star, or by the collapse of the core. This happens when the temperature increases and the chemicals fuse together, which then causes a massive disruption. Stars primarily burn hydrogen through the CNO cycle, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen.
Carbon acts as the catalyst in the fusion of hydrogen. Nitrogen and oxygen absorb the protons to create helium.
A supernova explosion always outshines the entire galaxy. It takes several months or weeks for it to cool down. A supernova explosion happens almost every 50 years in the Milky Way galaxy. The explosion wouldn't affect Earth at all. The closest one could be 30,000 light years away. Supernovae leave behind various types of objects such as neutron stars and black holes. Some supernovae leave nothing behind at all.
Boom goes the star!